And welcome to another episode of Economics. And today we're looking at division of labor and specialization. Not a new topic to any of us, but of course there are a lot of things that will come to light, okay, that you didn't know about division of labor before. Okay, so I want to do justice to all that as it pertains to your syllabus for JAMB and WAEC. All right, so let us see a JAMB pass question. First of all, know that these tutorials, these videos, these episodes, they are brought to you by the O3 Schools JAMB app, your favorite application for sure success, for one-time success in the exam. Pass your exam at once if you have the application. We'll talk about the features of the app very soon. Let us see a JAMB pass question from the app. This is a 2018 question number 9. 2018 number 9. 2018 number 9. It is being displayed on the screen right now. It says here that division of labor gives rise to, A says the exchange of goods and services. B says the use of barter system. C says the production of limited goods. While D says unemployment. Okay, there are so many questions like this, and of course, together we'll answer them at the end of the class and not before, because at O3 Schools, our major goal is to teach you first. Let us teach you, and after you have known, answering questions will be the least of the problem. We already know that there's a huge gap, there's a lacuna, okay, in your secondary schools. You were not properly taught. So we want to cover that gap, teach you first, build you, and then so that you can answer questions. Okay, please ensure you download the O3 School JAMB app from Play Store immediately, or from App Store for your iPhones. Okay, the app is also available for your computer system. The app has everything you need for your exam. Past questions are there for all subjects in one application. Likewise, the question search feature, just like the way we search for this question now, 2018 number 9. Okay, we just went to economics, went to question search, went to economics, then search for what? Division of labor. Okay, and all questions that JAMB has set under division of labor and specialization came out for us to answer. And so that after we have done this topic now, we'll answer questions on it, making it very easy to learn. Also, there's a classroom feature on the app. The classroom has a study plan. You can create a study plan, all right, and it will crush all your JAMB syllabus for your first subject, okay, and create a timetable for you to study with. Okay, so that's why you need to start very early. Also, the classroom also has lecture notes, class notes, okay, even much more than one will give to you or that I give to you on this board today. All right, so it is fully loaded for your success, as well as there's a UTME challenge or a mock challenge on the app every Saturday. All users of the application come to the app to compete with each other to win amazing prizes. But the prizes is not the main reason for the challenge. It's for you to get used to JAMB pass question. It's for you to get used to JAMB likely exam question. It's for you to place yourself in place, to put yourself in place of the examiner, to see how they reason, how they think. Okay, and of course you'll be seeing your result released just like normal JAMB, so that when they say JAMB don't release results, you will not even fear at all, because the result you have been taking mock exams, you have been seeing your result, you have been doing fine. All right, start early with us, and you will have a lot of testimonies. Check our testimonies on our channel. You will be proud of yourself, of the family you have joined. Okay, so now this is division of labor and specialization. Of course, you also need to activate the application. Activation of the app is less than the price of rice and chicken in a good restaurant. Okay, do not deprive yourself of success, okay, because of small change. All right, so now, what is division of labor? I will say that division of labor, as you can see from the board, is the breaking down, okay, of what? Of task or of job or of a production process into different stages, okay? You break down production process into different stages. And at each stage, it is undertaken by a specialist, okay? Now, you have broken down what production process into different stages. You have broken them into bits, okay? A specialist is handling this part. Another specialist is handling this part. Another specialist is handling this part. And after they are all specialists have worked on their different parts, we now bring them together. Okay, making what? Job, making tasks very easy and increasing what? Output and what? Productivity. Okay, so that is division of labor. You break down what? Production process. You break down what? A task into different stages, and at each stage it is undertaken by a specialist. Okay, all right, so we say it can be practiced. Division of labor can be practiced within a firm. Okay, within a firm. like in an office, okay? Like in an office, you have what? HR, abi? You have human resources, you have accountants, you have IT desk, okay? In the same office, like in a bank now, that bank that you are seeing there, the people that attend to customer care is one part of it, okay? There are the tech people who are there that you are not seeing them. There are some design people that you are not seeing, okay? There are marketers that you are not seeing. The manager of the bank cannot go and market, the same time do IT work, the same time print flyers or design flyers, or the same time be doing accountant work, or the same time be attending to customer. You wan kill yourself. That is the reason why division of labor is very important. Okay, we break down production process into what? Different stages, and at each stage it is undertaken by what? By a specialist, somebody wey sabi am. Okay, sabinus in the field. We take care of what? Of each stage of the production what? Process. Okay, thereby what? Increasing output and what? Productivity. Like we said, it can be practiced by within a firm, among firms, and also what? Among what? Countries. Okay, it can be practiced what? Within a firm, okay, and among what? Among what? Countries. Okay, like there are some countries that are specialized in producing a particular product, like Brazil. They are specialists in producing coffee. The coffee you take, COFFEE, okay? The coffee you take, Brazil is their specialist, okay, in producing it. Likewise, okay, like Saudi Arabia, oil, okay? When they say oil money, talk about Saudi Arabia, they produce oil. So Brazil can give what? Okay, that's where the advantage of division of labor comes in, because Brazil can give Saudi Arabia coffee, Saudi Arabia can give Brazil oil, okay, thereby what? Creating what? Medium of what? Exchange, okay, which is a very important what? Advantage of the division of labor. Okay, so now we say division of labor among countries. If the division of labor is taken among countries or is done among countries, we refer to it as what? International division of labor. We refer to it as what? International division of labor. Let me quickly give you a good example of division of labor. Let's say in a car company, in a car assembly company, for example. All right. So there's somebody there in a car assembly company. There's somebody there that what? That will install the engine. Okay. After construction has been done, there's one in the car assembly company, a car assembly company like Innocent or anyone, all right, that assemble cars, okay, car parts together, okay, or anyone, Toyota, I don't know, okay. So now there will be one worker there that what? That will install engines. That will install what? Engines, okay. There's another person there that will fit the wheels, okay. Another will what? Will fit the wheels. F-I-T. Will fit the wheels of the car. Okay. There's another person there that will paint the car. Okay. That will paint the car. Okay. And then there's another person, which is very also important, that will test the car. This person will test the transmission system, will test all the systems, okay, to make sure that all the parts that have come together, they are a complete whole and will not lead to what? To death or accident of a user. Okay, so the tester is as important as the person that is installing the engine. It's as important as the person that is painting the car. It's as important as the person that is fitting the wheels. Okay, the person that is fitting the wheel is as important as the person that is installing the engine. Important as the person that is painting the car. Important as the person that is testing the car. So all of them, they are specialists in their own field. That is where division of labor is very, very what? Interesting. Okay, at each stage, it is undertaken by a specialist. Okay, and of course, division of labor is commonly used in what? In different organizations, like in factories. Okay, like assembly of car. Okay, it's used in factories. Okay, like in assembling car. Like a very common example, like in a restaurant. Okay, so the person who owns the restaurant cannot cook all the food and still come and sell all the food, attend to customer, give them pure water. Except maybe it's a very, very small wheelbarrow, let's push that food on wheelbarrow. Okay, all right. So in a big restaurant, there are different people who are especially have cooks. Their own is supposed to be cooking. There's somebody who's at the front desk that what? That will take orders. Okay, they have accountants. Okay, so even in factories, they can work in what? In restaurants. In restaurants, it can also work. Also, it can still work in a what? In a firm, okay? In a firm or in a business or in a company, okay? Because the firm will have what? The accountant, we have what? Human resources, we have what? IT, and so many other departments in the same what? Company. All right. So all of these people, they what? They have what? Their specialties, okay? They have their specialty, and they all make what? The pot of soup very, very what? Sweet. All right. So that is what? Division of labor. They also have what? Specialization. I would say that specialization can be defined, okay? Specialization and division of labor, the link between them is very, very, in fact, is very, very solid, okay? So division of labor leads to what? Specialization, okay? So their link is very solid. All right. So now division of labor, specialization can be defined as the process whereby an individual, firm, or country concentrates in a particular area or stage of production that will yield greater degree of product efficiency. So you are a specialist. If I come to you now, I tell you that I'm an educational consultant. I'm a specialist in advising people as it pertains to what? Admission processes in Nigeria. Okay, on which school to choose, why you should choose it, why you should not. Okay, you score a particular score, on why you should change your course. I'm a specialist in my field, okay? So that is how what specialists are. So there's a specialist in accountancy. There's a specialist, okay? Even as a medical doctor, there are specialists. There are some that they only do heart surgery, okay? They do heart surgery only. That in fact, that will take us to the types of specialization that we have, all right? But understand that specialization is defined as the process whereby an individual, firm, or country concentrates, that's the key word, focuses in a particular area or stage of production that will yield greater degree of product efficiency. Let's quickly see the types of specialization that we have. The types, please write down or write all of this. They are important to the types of specialization that we have. Number one, we have the individual specialization. Individual specialization. Number one, individual. We have four types. We have four types of specialization. Number one is individual specialization. For example, a doctor, okay, that does only heart surgery. A doctor that does only heart surgery, okay? So it does not mean that the same doctor does not have knowledge about what other type of surgeries, whether I want to do neck or ear or bum, or he has knowledge in other parts, okay? But his focus, his specialty is when it comes to heart surgery. When somebody has issue with the heart, okay, that is in fact, call him. Call me, bill me, that is me. Call my name when it comes to heart surgery. But if it comes to any other part, it's not as if I don't have any idea, but I am not a specialist inside. Okay? Before you can be called a specialist, you have spent years, you have gathered years of experience in that particular field. All right? So that is called individual specialization. Okay? For example, a doctor that focuses on heart surgery. Then, of course, we also have what we call business or company specialization. Business or company specialization. Okay, like for example, they say like Tesla. You know Tesla. I've heard of Elon Musk now. You've heard of Elon Musk. Okay, according to Prophet Odumuje, Elon Musk. Okay, you have heard of Tesla. Tesla produces only electric cars. It's not as if Tesla cannot produce other type of cars, okay, normal cars, okay, fuel efficient cars. It's not as if they cannot, but their major focus is on electric car, okay? So for individual, a doctor that does only heart surgery. For business or company, specialists in what? In electric cars alone, okay? There's some company that's focused only on electric cars, electric car companies. So it's also what an example was another what example. They also have what regional specialization. Regional specialization. Okay. For example, we have what Silicon Valley. Okay, Silicon Valley. Okay, if you go to Silicon Valley, it's in US. If you go to Silicon Valley, their only focus is on tech development. Okay, if you go to that area, people talk about tech alone. Okay, so their major focus is on what? Tech development. All right, so that is what regional what specialization. Then lastly, we have talked about individual, business, and regional. They will now also have what international what specialization. International specialization. Okay, international specialization. Okay, for this one, we'll talk about Brazil, for example. That we say that Brazil what produces what coffee. Okay, while what Saudi Arabia, okay, produces what oil. Okay, so with this, we see that what even countries, they are specialists in particular what type of what product that they produce. Okay, especially I don't know which one I would say for Nigeria. Okay, I don't know which one I would say for Nigeria. I don't know which one I say for Nigeria. All right, so Brazil produces coffee, Saudi Arabia produces what oil, and this is where the interesting part is. It leads to what a medium of exchange. Saudi Arabia can give oil to Brazil, Brazil can give coffee to what to Saudi Arabia. Okay, so that's leading to what to exchange of goods and services, which is an advantage of division of labor. So let's quickly see advantages of division of labor, advantages and disadvantages of division of labor and specialization together. All right, and then we'll be done with this class. All right, so please ensure you like this video. Okay, liking the video will make other students easily find this channel. Okay, please subscribe to the channel. Subscription is free. It's always the advantage of subscribing is that whenever we shoot a new video like this, you will get a notification on your phone that we have released a new video. It will keep you updated about the channel, okay, about the progress of your exam also. All right, so like, comment, share. Okay, have any question, comment them, okay, in the comment section. All right, so let us continue. Advantages now. Advantages. Okay, all right, so number one, there's increase in specialization. Okay, there's increase in what in specialization, because we now have people who are specialists in what in particular what areas, okay, or in particular fields. All right, so it's an advantage. Also it could also be what a disadvantage, which we'll look at when we're talking about disadvantages of division of labor and specialization. So number one is increase in specialization, therefore increasing efficiency. Okay, that is that for that. Okay, so there is what I think I spelled that right, efficiency. All right, so increase in specialization, thereby increasing what efficiency, because we have specialists who can do what each stage of a particular production process. Okay, there's what increase in what in efficiency. All right, then also as those specialists, as they focus on what doing a particular part, you see that their improvement, their skills, what will improve. They could even invent new things. Okay, just by what doing that. So we say, I can invent a machine that can automate this thing. Beautiful. All right, so that's another disadvantage. Number two, leads to improvement of skills. Number two, leads to improvement of skills. Okay, also it results in greater productivity. All right, so it results in what in greater productivity, because less time, okay, is what is spent in producing what a particular thing, because you are specialists. Okay, one person, accountant, want to go and do customer care, want to go and do tech work. Okay, which time will he have? Okay, if he has people who are doing all of that, right, it become very easy. It's only just to be what making what the owner of the business is just to taking what decision based on what the report is getting. All right, from all of those what departments. Okay, making everything easier. Then number four, intelligent people, of course, can make inventions. Intelligent people can make inventions in their field of specialization. Okay, so people who are intelligent can make inventions. All right, and then they can automate what the process. All right, so that's another advantage. Then of course it has made international trade possible. Okay, it has made what international trade was possible because of what international specialization. All right, it has made international trade possible, just like we are experiencing with Brazil and Saudi Arabia. Number 6, increased production through division of labor increases what? National wealth. National what? Wealth. Okay, and the reason why this is because what? Less time is wasted. Okay, less time is wasted. So it leads to what? Increase in what? In the national what? Wealth. All right. So these are the advantages of what? Division of labor and specialization. Quickly, let us see disadvantages. Disadvantages. All these questions, they come out in your exam, and that is why you should not joke with them. Please like this video, comment your question, okay, subscribe to this channel if you have not, all right, and of course ensure you share to your friends and loved ones. Okay, talk about disadvantages. Number 1, it leads to monotony. Okay, or what? Repetition. All right, it leads to monotony or repetition. Okay, so now only you if you do this particular job, right? Specialist in this thing. All right, so now you now sapien. So you every day you keep doing what the same thing. You keep doing what the same what task. Okay, no new ways are formed. Okay, all right. So this is a huge disadvantage of what division of labor. Okay, and of course, as we will see, it hinders mobility of labor. Okay, let us see another one before we will see that one. Okay, number 2, it leads to decline in craftsmanship. It leads to decline in craftsmanship. Okay, by this we mean that what? That is performing a single task every day. A single task every day. Okay, may what? Make labor become dull. Okay, so the same thing every day you come as you wake up, the same thing every day as you go. Okay, it will make labor very, very, very dull. All right, because you will know as business later one, you know, to know another thing will add you. Okay, it's as simple as ABC. All right, so it will make labor become very dull. Then of course, number 3, it hinders mobility of labor. Okay, so just like sequel to what we've just said in the number 2, right? It's difficult for you to go and do another thing. Okay, it's only that thing that you know. All right, it hinders mobility of what? Of labor. You may not be able to fit into another company, another industry. As simple as ABC. Then number 4, of course, it leads to higher interdependency. It leads to higher interdependency amongst countries, okay, firms, and individuals. Okay, so if a particular person, a particular specialist, okay, now decide to maybe something happened to the person, he was not able to produce. Okay, you see that the whole industry will just suffer. The whole industry will suffer. That is disadvantage of monopoly. All right. So that is what the disadvantage. Lead to higher interdependency. Okay, let's say Saudi Arabia that's producing oil, say it does not want to give oil to anybody. Okay, you see that what the other countries will be suffering. They don't have oil. All right, it's as simple as ABC. So these are disadvantages of what division of labor and specialization that we should what take to heart. So now let us go to the Auto School JAMB app. You answer the questions as usual, all right? But of course, I'll give you hints where I can give you hints. 2018, number 9, it is being displayed right now on the screen. It said division of labor gives rise to what? A says the exchange of goods and services. I explained that. B says the use of barter system. C says the production of limited goods. D says unemployment. Okay? I should expect that you should know that one vividly. So let us go to the next. 2017. Number 36. Number 36. It said division of labor leads to A says employment of everybody. B says decrease in output. C says monotony of work. D says increase of time in workshop. Okay, they're talking about disadvantage. So did they say which of the following is the disadvantage of division of labor? They did not ask you that one. Okay, so they're asking division of labor leads to, okay, the answer is there. So talk about disadvantage. So now let us go to the next 2007 number 15. Number 15, it is being displayed on the screen right now. It says that the division of labor requires that the task to be performed, A says must be done in stages. B says requires no special knowledge. C says is simple but strenuous. D says must be undertaken by experts. Okay, the answer is looking at you and you are looking at the answer. So pick the correct answer and put it there in the comment section for me. I will come and check. 2005 number 25. 2005 number 25 from the O3 School JAMB app. It says in a car assembly plant, division of labor is demonstrated by A says assigning each worker to a specific activity. B says assigning each worker a given number to produce. C says increasing the daily output. D says producing a specific model. Okay, the correct answer is looking at you and you're looking at it. Simple questions, but you can easily fail them. 2001 number 22. Number 22. It says a major advantage of specialization and division of labor is that A says trade unions will be encouraged. B says workers will be adequately rewarded. C says time wastage will be minimized. D says there will be a ready market for labor. Okay, if you look at all the options, which one makes sense more to you? Okay, pick it and put it in the comment section because we know that division of labor will save time. All right. So please, my name is Master T, and I'm glad you joined. Okay. As we continue, ensure that what you keep reading, get your application, study with us, follow us on time, and finish your syllabus. Okay, joyfully, and you see yourself succeeding. All right. I'll see you in the next class as we continue. Thank you for joining us.